Because ultimately, we don't want you guys jumping on and off diets. That's not great for the metabolism. Losing a lot of weight and gaining it back really over time is just not going to be beneficial for you. So we're looking for you guys to make lifestyle changes, and we're hoping by just implementing these one week at a time that will help to do that job. So anyhow, Stephanie, take it away.
So, all right, so my name is Stephanie, Kaylee said, and a little bit about myself. Prior to that, I had been working out in models. And in that time that I had been CrossFitting, I came to the box like a lot of you and was like, okay, I can eat whatever I want, I'm working out, or I'm not gonna worry about what I'm eating. And I was here about 2 years, and I wasn't really seeing a whole lot of changes. I was older, I had 2 children, I had a husband, of course I had a husband. And I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. And Kaylee put on some challenges. Paleo challenge, sugar detox challenge, the zone challenge. And I started to really learn how to feed my body, to find out that I can eat foods that I like without dieting. And that's why we're not going to call it a diet, we're going to call it a lifestyle change. But that I needed to fuel my body, that eating 1,000 calories here isn't going to cut it, and eating 5,000 calories isn't going to cut it, and I needed to find a balance. So for myself, since I've been doing macros, counting calories for 4 years, I've dropped about 30 pounds, dropped a lot of body fat, so we have the body fat band here, Saturday, and so when I first started CrossFit, I was at about 30% body fat, and as of Saturday, I was at 13. Wow. So a huge, huge difference. But those 30 pounds, I've gained 10 of those back. And so what's that from? Muscle, exactly. So the more muscle I have, the more fat I'm gonna burn. And that's what I, say, hey, don't worry about the scale. I don't weigh myself anymore on the scale. I used to weigh every single day. And I was getting on there and I was like, I'm up a pound today. I'm down 2 pounds this day. I'm up 2 pounds, the next day. And it was driving me crazy. And I thought, you know what? I'm not gonna weigh myself. I'm gonna count only how my clothes feel, how I feel, how I'm performing in the gym, and what my body fat is. So that being said, I'm busy. You all are busy. How many have jobs? Okay. How many have families? How many have kids? How many are married? Right? Okay. So we're all busy. We're very, very busy. So the sense of having this perfect lifestyle, this perfect diet, okay, is not out there. We can't always be on target every single day. I'm not on target every single day. Last Saturday, we had a party for my husband coaches football, and we had some of the players over, and they eat a lot of food. I almost ran out, but here I am. I want some of this, and I want some of this, and I didn't count a thing. That's okay. It's life. You can't be perfect every single time. So that being said, I put on here the cycle of diets. Kaylee had mentioned that just a minute ago, is that you can't expect results if you're always on a diet. So you get on a diet, I'm going to eat grapefruit all day long, and you're eating about 600,000 calories here. And then you get tired of grapefruit, and you get tired of juicing, and you're like, I'm going to have everything in sight. So then you go up this way and you binge, and you eat. And you're like, then you feel guilty, and you go into this spiral of, what did I do? I need to go back on that grapefruit diet or the new fad, whatever it is, and you go back down. And you do, it's supposed to be a roller coaster. It looks kind of a straight line. I'm not a kindergarten teacher. And so it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And like Kaylee mentioned, it just ruins your metabolism. So you're wondering, why am I not losing weight or dropping body fat or gaining muscle, whatever your goal is? Why is it not that happening? And it's because you're ruining your metabolism. So what we want to do, what I want to do for y'all, what I do for myself, is that we want to take these 3 macros, and that's what macros are. They're macronutrients. Think of macro as big, micro is little, so those are your vitamins, your sugars. But your macros are big, your carbs, proteins, and fat. And we want to dial in to these. We want to give you your calories that you need. Your calories are going to be different from you. Your calories are going to be different from you. My calories are different from you. Everyone's calories are different. So I'm going to help you decide what are your calories that you need just to your daily living. My calories just on a regular day, if I don't work out, is about 1,700 calories. Okay? It's a lot, right? Yeah, okay. That's without doing anything. Today I worked out this morning. So my calories today are 2,100. Okay? A lot of people are like, that's a lot of calories. It's not. That's what I need to maintain what I want and what I have. Everyone's calories are going to be different. So if I give you your calories when you sign up for this challenge and you think, oh, that's too many calories, it's not. You got to trust the science. That's basically what it is. I didn't make this up. Okay, I'm not making this up, I'm pulling it out of a hat. This is the science. This is what your body needs, is those calories. So, I have a gentleman right now. He's trying to put on muscle. He is putting on muscle. He's not overweight. He's pretty thin. He wants muscle. His metabolism is so fast right now that he can't. It's too fast. I gave him more food on Sunday. He's at 3,200 calories. Okay. Yeah, and he's eating. He's not stuffed. He's a lot of food. It's a lot of groceries. But that is what he needs. Okay, doesn't mean that's what someone else needs. My husband, I did this for him too. He's not as high as that, but he's much higher in calories than I am, and he's doing great. Okay, so what we want to do is give you your calories first, and then as we're going to explain later, we're going to spoon feed you on how to meet your protein, and then how to meet your carbs, and how to meet your fat. We're not going to do it all at once because that becomes very overwhelming. Has anybody ever counted macros all together? Okay, did you find it overwhelming at first?
Yeah, it was very overwhelming. I guess because he was teaching me all at once in one sitting.
Sure.
But it's not that bad. At least.
Okay, once you get used to it, once it's a habit, you just do it. But what I want to do is for you to be successful is give it to you a little bit at a time so that you can learn what is protein. Where can I get my protein sources? Where can I get my carbs sources, and where can I get my fats? Because a lot of people think carbs is what? Bad, exactly. You think carbs are bad, or you think they're bread, okay? But they're not. They're fruits and they're vegetables, and you can eat bread. I mean, you can have it. You can't have bread all day long and still eat this, but you can have that in this type of lifestyle change. Okay, I'm not on a diet. So, no diet. The other thing that I want to teach you, and probably the passion of all of this, is that I want you to be able to have a relationship with food, a good relationship with food, and a good self-body image. Because how many times have you don't have to raise your hand, but how many times today have you looked in the mirror and criticized yourself? Okay, don't raise your hands, but I'll do it. I mean, it's normal. We all do it. Okay, we get on Instagram, we open the fashion magazines, we turn on the news or the TV shows, and you see all these beautiful people that are usually body shopped, or as Kaylee told me one time early on, these people that are like going to the CrossFit games, that's all they do. That's all they do all day long. They don't have jobs. That is their job. They go to the gym 8 to 5, they have someone who's cooking for them, someone who's doing their nutrition and dialing in for them. So we can't compare ourselves to that, and that's a hard one, and that's a real hard one. That's what I want to help you do that, because if I do it, then I want to be able to help you not to do it, and know that if I do it, it's okay. There's no judgment here. And then just the relationship with food, because a lot of times this up and down roller coaster, okay, goes back down to the relationship with food. We have a crappy day. Okay, we have a stressful day, we go home and we eat a bunch of stuff, and then we feel guilty about it, so then the next day we don't eat anything, and then we're hungry, and then we binge and go back and forth. So we need to have a good... I'll get tired of it. Girl Scout cookies came on, right? I love Thin Mints, okay? So I build in 2 or 3 or 4 into my day. Someone said, you mean you build in 2 sleeves? No, 2 or 3 or 4 sleeves, right? Okay, but that takes away that desire to want more, to think, okay, I'm hiding this, I can't have this, because if you keep saying you can't have it, what's going to happen? You're going to eat it all, right? So you need to learn how to build that, and that goes back with your relationship with food and knowing what you can have. You're going to have off days, of course you are. You're not going to have to do it every single day perfectly. But if you can start learning how to do it, then it's a lifestyle. change. It's a lifestyle, it's life. I have some clients right now that are going through some tough times. You know, they're busy, they're stressed out, they're just eating everything. I'm like, okay, let's dial it back in. Let's kind of regroup, let's start over, let's find out what's going on. Why is it stressful? Or they travel and they can't prep and they can't plan, or they're traveling for 3 days, or their babies are sick, or whatever the reason is, we've all gone through it. And so we just kind of dial it back down. Okay, holidays. You think I counted during the holidays? No, but I put on my pants after Christmas like, whoa, okay, I need to dial it back in, right? Okay, and then I did. And I enjoyed that time with my family. The other thing about relationship with food and the love of yourself is if you have children, or if you're going to have children, you're being a good role model for your kids. So I have 2 children. I have an 18-year-old who's getting ready to graduate. So that's stressful, and it is, right? And then I have a daughter. She's 13, going on 14, going on 21. Okay, if you have a daughter, right? She's going to be a freshman. And so I don't want her to see me always on a diet, or always thinking, or looking in the mirror, or saying, oh, I look fat, or my butt's big, or whatever we talk to ourselves. I don't want her to hear that. You know, if I'm out with her and she wants to go get an ice cream cone, I'm gonna get an ice cream cone. You know, or she's smart enough to say, Mom, can you fit that into your macros today? I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna eat this. Okay, just giving her knowing that it's okay. Okay, so that's a little bit about me. That's a little bit about macros. Again, it's not a diet, okay? I want you to just take that whole mindset out, that this is a lifestyle change. How to have a healthy relationship with food, how to have a healthy relationship with yourself, and learning about the nutrition. Learn why we eat, how it fuels our body, what do we need to work out, or whatever we're doing. How many CrossFit in here currently? Okay, so we want to be better in the gym here. We want to get stronger. We want to be able to do the WOD that Kaylee prescribed today for 10 minutes. It felt like 30, right? We want to be able to do that. And so based on how we're eating, how we're fueling our body. Think of it as a car. You know, we're a machine. What do we do to fuel our body to make it better and to be healthy? All right, so I'm going to turn the board over. Kaylee has so much better handwriting than I do. Any questions so far, guys? I know that was a lot, real fast. I teach 4th grade. I'm telling you. Before they get out of control, I have to give them something. Questions? Comments?
Nope.
Okay. All right, so again, the lifestyle, not a diet. We're going to do a 7-week challenge. Can you see it? Okay. So we're going to do a 7-week challenge. Some of the things that I want you to do before Monday, we're going to have a sign up going around. Of course, you're going to pay. If you don't already have MyFitnessPal, you're going to download it out of the App Store. And this is where we're going to keep track of your calories, your macronutrients throughout the challenge. I'm going to be posting a video.
Is that the one that has 2 versions?
Yes, it has a paid version and a non-paid version. I would say right now just do the non-paid version because we're just going to do some calories. When we get a little bit more dialed into the macros and we could talk, you and I individually will talk. So I'd say right now just do the free one right now if you don't already have it. At home, I want you to measure, and Kayla's going to kind of show you how to do that. Measure your hips, waist, and your bust, and she'll kind of go over what remarks my daughter's doing. And then I want you to take a home picture. I want you to take a picture of yourself in a pair of shorts or, not men, but a bikini, not you guys. Unless you want to, but please don't show me. A pair of shorts, a sports bra, something just to kind of get a good reference of your body composition. Because that is one way you can really tell how your body's changing. A lot of people look at it, you look at yourself, you're like, I don't want to see it, or I don't want to show anyone. It's for you. Okay, hide it in your photos so that someone scrolling through doesn't see it. You know, I've had that happen many times. But just keep it to yourself and then take it once a week. And then after, a few weeks, kind of put them together. and you're going to be able to see a change in your body composition. That's another way you can see changes without getting on the scale, is your body composition. So you're going to measure, you're going to have your picture taken. I would love for you to go to Discount Nutrition and do it's called InBody. It's free, it's a scale. Has anybody ever done it before? Oh, awesome, okay. So they keep track of your measurements. So if you go down there and you get on the scale, it measures your body fats. That's what we're looking at. And it keeps a trend for you on the bottom sheet. It's a printout. And every time you go in, it'll show your trend going down or going up, whatever it's going to be. But we want to see that going down. That's another tool for you, for your measurement.
Is that always free?
Always free. Okay. It's always free.
Not everywhere free, but
No, yeah, there's some places that charge, but it's always free. I went in them today. I was curious to see the comparison between that and the body tank.
How much difference was it?
3%.
Really?
Yes, 3% higher at Discount Nutrition. So, it doesn't matter. I mean, I think as long as you keep consistency with one or the other, the body tank only comes out once a year. So it came last year and it came this year, so I did it that way. But if you do this, going once a month for that, I wouldn't go any more than that, really. I mean, so you're not gonna see percentages don't drop as fast as body weight does, but that's a good tool. And then we have there's gonna be 2 Facebook groups. This one is called CrossFit Solus Macro Challenge, and that's going to be private. That's going to be closed. That's just going to be for the challengers only. We're going to be putting videos in there and suggestions and recipes, and it's just good support. And then the bottom one is mine. It's called MacroFit Texoma. Some of you may already be in that already. It used to be just called MacroFit, but I added the Texoma piece to it just a couple of days ago, so it's easier to search. That's going to be having, other inspiration stories. I put in articles. I talk about hydration, dehydration, et cetera, et cetera. So you don't have to join this one, but this one would be important. The Solus one would be important for you to join. And then we're going to give you a list of some groceries to start looking at to shop to kind of give you a basis of what we want you to have, what protein is, what carbs, and what fats to have. But all you're going to get for the first week is I'm just going to give you your calories. So when I get your phone number and I get your information, I'm going to be sending it as a text. And I'm going to be asking you what your body weight is, what your activity level is, what your goals are. And then I'm going to give you your calories just for you. And they're going to be just yours. And all we want you to do is to meet those calories first and learn how to meet those calories. Don't worry about your carbs, proteins, and fats. Just start to become aware of what your calories are. And then you're going to start learning and finding out that, wow, I didn't realize this had this many calories in it, but if I eat this, it's going to I'm going to get more food for my buck, if you want to call it. So just start learning that. And then every week we're going to give you a little bit more. One week's going to be just carbs. One week's just going to be fats. The next week's going to be protein, and then we're going to put it all together.